me find him?
Don't worry. We can look for him together.
This is his staff. He can't get home without it. Can you carry it for me?
Take it slow. You've traveled a great distance. Crossing over is no easy task.
Toshi's spirit was different, stronger than the others. He was able to push me from his memories.
Toshi wields an untamed power, but that is not why you failed. Corrupt spirits feed on the conflicts within ourselves.
My father told me stories of the sacred mountain shrine and its connection to the spirit realm. After I lost him, I set out to find the shrine, hoping it would make me a better spirit guide. I've always known he was gone. But I thought if I could help enough spirits find peace, he would see me and be proud.
Many spirit guides have come before you, but they have all failed. Your father will be proud of who you've become. Toshi could not accept the fate of our village. He destroyed a sacred creature and broke the natural cycle of the land. It seems Toshi has hidden his relics in the spirit realm. You will need to cross over to search for them. Look for gateways in the village. Dash through them to reach the spirit realm.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, there is so much to unpack here. So let's start with the dash ability. Easily one of the most lucrative and useful new additions to our arsenal that we've had up to this point. It is fantastic for not only closing, but creating distance in combat, but it also allows us to start thinking with portals a little bit, even if you do have to use some of your shield energy to use it. It is definitely a good trade-off and makes combat that much more complex. Now, Toshi's love, fear, and regret are now available to us by way of these previously cordoned off gateways, and in thinking with portals, we'll be able to make our way through them once and for all. Now, about that cutscene, good God, the first time I watched that, I had to rewatch the terrible Fate short that I mentioned at the top of the project, and I hadn't realized this when I, started recording the series. But the main voice actor for the Happy Mask Salesman is the same as Toshi, which is incredible, and I like it a lot. Go check it out if you haven't already. I needed to make more comparisons between that and the game this entire time. But we have a couple of choices here, and I think we're gonna start off by doing just a couple of these trials that have unlocked themselves to us now that, we have the dash ability. Energy of the Mountain, I think, is gonna be the easiest one for us to complete, but I think we might still end up doing some combat here too. Not a lot of it, mind you, but the Collapsed Quarry, that's pretty good. Yeah, so this one is actually a bit easier than you would expect it to be for all intents and purposes. So let's go ahead and get it started. For one of the cooler hats, and I hope I don't mess it up. So the fastest I've been able to do this is with 18 seconds left to spare. The 3 owl's feathers are somewhat out of the beaten path, but for the most part, you should be fine in grabbing them. So we'll go and start with this, and I've done this a lot of times because for some reason you just have a tendency to just fall through rocks and things like that. So get all that out of the way and snap that. There will be some enemies to fight, but overall not many you have to worry about. So go and bust that open and do some of this. Got to do some multitasking, but that's okay. Oh shit, let's do that first and climb over here. And our first owl feather will be over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip past you. Yoink that. You can just stay like that, my friend. And we're making pretty good time, I think. You can like run on these platforms, but not entirely necessary. Okay, so like I said, going over the pool of cranberry juice is not my favorite ordeal. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna grab that. And if you fall in, you have to start over from before we were on this thing. So there we go. Get those guys out of the way and throw that on that. Don't miss the platform. Also, don't get knocked off of it. Okay, so we climb up here and gonna go and tether. I jumped over it. I jumped over it. Thank you. Same thing over here. This part's a little annoying though, because we have our old friends, the kamikazes, and they're gonna do everything they can to make your life a living hell. So some of this, and eventually, there we go. Beautiful explosion. Jump over here so that you can grab this wisp and just wait for this. There you go. Okay. So overall, not that bad. I think it's basically smooth sailing from here, at least hopefully. Tether to tether, dust to dust. Nice. Oh. Okay, sometimes the momentum there is kind of weird. Do something like that. Grab our final owl feather. And these jumps, little treacherous, but snag that. Boom, and holy shit. I just beat my whole score by over 10 seconds. That was my first run, folks. But we get the hard hat for that. That's very nice. Let's go back to the shrine. Oof. Was not expecting to knock it out that quick. I'll also see these many load screens. Now this, on the other hand, is a little tougher, and I might need to concentrate a bit. So it's basically shoot everything you see, and keep in mind you have infinite arrows. They don't need to recharge at all, as well as rot arrows that slow down time. So use that to your advantage, and things should go just fine for you. Although the first time I played this, I fell through the floor over here, so let's hope that doesn't happen again. Start it up. They're gonna give it to us nice and easy starting off, which is fine and all, but get some of these outer ones because right in the middle here, it's our old friend Mr. Goldie, and you, sir. How dare you? Alright. Now we've also got the notion of these things where we have to bust them open and hit the gold. And that can be kind of annoying at times because you've got this stuff going on behind you too. And there we go. Now the stacked whirlybirds should be coming at some point here soon. It becomes pretty obvious, yeah, like this one. So at the end there will always be like a little bomb one too. So a bomb whirlybird. Oh, don't miss now, Mr. Cruz. Oh shoot, right here. It's okay to miss a couple of them in this one. They purposefully give you more than is required, but you still need to hit quite a few of them. And eventually, there's just gonna, yeah, basically at random throw a bunch of these at you so that when they start falling down, you can deal with your friend. Oh, come on. Where is it? Okay, here we go. So it's going up and, yeah, that's what I was looking for. This one's a little tough though because, yep, you're gonna go from afar. Please, thank you. Oh, yeah, it reveals that. This one is very important to get. Oh, for the love of God, just do it. Okay, that's not that bad. I guess you can get it after that rock that gets in your way, but okay, we're already good on most of this. Again, not really that bad, especially since you don't have to worry about recharging anything. It's just, now that we're moving, everything is like in a weird state of being. Also, the raw arrows slowing down time definitely helps. Okay, So, some of that. Nice. Some more of that. It's a little cheap because you're kind of cheesing it. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, man. Stop it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this one is where they kind of go crazy on you. Oh, please. Please. Oh, this is our last chance. Our last hurrah. And we got it. So there's something crazy like 180 of these whirlybirds, or maybe there's not. I don't know where I would have read that, but 2 minutes. That's nice. Could have been a little cleaner there at the end, but not a prerequisite. However, for that, we get a new charm stone, which I gotta say, not the greatest. I'm gonna have to look at the stats on what it is. But as it turns out, for completing all of that, we also get the bomb maker outfit. Oh, that is nice. And the traveler outfit. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, well, this is gonna be weird also, but I think I might go ahead and take on the Shrine Guardian and the Stone Guardian because we're so powerful at this point that this is gonna be easy. Like, I'm sorry to say, we're gonna kind of wreck this guy, and this hat is among one of my favorites in the game. So let's get straight to it. Ah, Mr. Shrine Guardian, it is a pleasure to see you again, my friend. Would be a shame if someone gave you the old smackdown that you've already seen. You are well accustomed to it. You're gonna try to squish me. That's fine, sir. Don't mind. There we go, do some of that. Make him real upset. Nice. Oh, and there we go, this is good. I wanted him to do that so that we can not only get him on our own here for a little bit. There we go. Well, let's just get some attacks in there. Nice. Do a ton of damage. And hopefully, oof, that didn't quite do as much as I wanted it to. He's still got some weak spots, but that's all right. What were you doing there, friend? Is there something that you wanted to tell me that you wanted to do? Let's do this. Oof, that should have hit. Like, pretty egregiously. Okay, thank you. Oh, we can also do this. Yeah, our dash ability to get out of sticky situations there. Okay, you're gonna jump. That's fine. Here, how about this? How about we let this do the talking for us? So while he's bound, go and just shoot him off a bunch, get ourselves an achievement in the process. For some reason, he still had, yeah, not a lot of time on that. That's weird. Okay, well, I'm gonna go this way. We have plenty of time. You do not need to worry about finishing this. Okay, try this again. You're gonna try to squish me, and I will go over here and... Why did you aim at, like, the little squirt, you know? Okay, here we go. No health flowers. Oh, that didn't quite do it. Whittle him. Here we go. Okay, could have been cleaner, I suppose, but for not having fought him in like 20 episodes, it's not bad. But it gets us the owl hat, and again, it looks like it was plucked straight out of the Kirby universe, you know? Or at least the meta dark universe. I don't really know. And full transparency aside, I am not going to be doing Forest Courtyard 2, and there's a couple of reasons for that. First of which is that I think it's 6 rounds in under 8 minutes with enemies we haven't fought yet with ridiculous prerequisites. We could probably eke it out at some point, but I am not confident in doing it right now. And the Demolition Expert is a little tricky, but the Charm Stone we get for it is not even ostensibly that great. I think there will be a bonus episode where we go through the rest of these combat-based challenges with enemies we haven't even seen yet to this point still. It's kind of obscene, actually. So I'm sorry, but we're not going to do that or Taro. Instead, yeah, we're continuing it on with Big Brother Stone Guardian, basically the same thing, although somehow probably a little easier even. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, Mr. Stone Guardian, me and you, we've got beef. And essentially this fight, wow, when paired with our parries and multi-bomb and all of these fantastic new shiny abilities, it's gonna make this a walk in the park. The only thing that's kind of a bummer is the fact that it just still kind of takes a while to whittle him down, which is fine and all, but we have all of the tools necessary to take him out. And I'm really hoping we do not get sucker punched by one of his little cronies again. That was so disappointing. I don't even know how to explain it. But now, what are you doing? Oh, I thought he was gonna reveal his dead zone heart to me, which is not a prerequisite here, but that's fine. Get some headshots in there. It probably would be more worth it to just get in close and personal like this. Because once his little feet shin guards are gone, we can really just kind of go to town on him. Okay, so we have one more, and on his, it's hard getting him to turn around unless he lunges at us. Would like to go ahead and do that, or we can just do this. There you go, focus, coming in clutch, and get all of his little friends away. All right, stop throwing wherever you're getting those rocks from, my dude. Just go ahead, there you go, enjoy. Ugh. Yeah, just getting him staggered is kind of the way that I like to do this sometimes, so. Go and do this. I've also found that, ooh, get away from that. Oh, come on, really? I hate it. It hardly does any damage. It's just kind of annoying. Stop it. How dare you, sir? All right. Oh, here we go, finally. That's what I've been waiting for. Do that, and now we can get in, capitalize as much as we can. There we go. I was gonna say blow up in your face, and I think we're done. Sorry, sir.